Good morning, good morning. What's up, y'all? This time another video as I'm just going for my morning walk in Hollywood here. And I don't know what this is gonna be about, so let's see what flows here. And which way do I even wanna go? I'm gonna go this way. So, yeah, I'm not gonna complain about anything today. I decided that I think I'm just gonna do like a prayer and meditation. So just breathe. Start bringing in that cosmic energy back here, down the back, up the front, down the grounding cord from the base of the spine. Bring up that earth energy through the feet, up the legs, down the grounding cord. Run your energy all throughout your body. And breathe. And let's do another golden sun. I don't do enough golden suns as taught at Berkeley Psychic Institute. Go back to some of my other videos. You can learn some other techniques they teach there. And so yeah, golden sun. So just clear your mind and then imagine all that energy you left other places with other people, interactions throughout the past day, week, month, coronavirus period. And just call all that energy back that you left out there, that people took from you. Call it all back into a big golden sun above your head. Just collect it all back as the sun grows bigger and bigger and bigger, and just let it float down, filling your energy body. Ridding you of any cancer, disease, virus. And I'm just so grateful. So grateful for this breath, this life, this knowing, this presence, this awareness, this consciousness, this love, this beauty, this bliss, this joy, this radiant peace, overflowing goodness. I saw a really good video this past week, David Wilcock and Danny and Brinkley, about the rainbow body Ascension Meditation practiced by Tibetan monks, to where they meditate. I've been talking about this before in some of my other videos. I awoken to this ascension concept back in like 2006, but even before that, before the ascension word was even coming around, a buddy of mine was really into, him and his dad and his other buddy, they were all reading all these Carlos Castaneda books. And so the father, had the whole collection, but he was still reading some of them. He would read them, he was going back and rereading them and trying to cross-reference to see if there was contradictions, because that was always controversial as to whether some of that stuff was fiction, or if all of it was fiction, or if all of it was true, or what. So there's people like him who would like try to cross-reference and catch contradictions. But anyway, he put about 5 different books to choose from, and the one that caught my eye was The Eagle's Gift. And what The Eagle's Gift is for those who aren't familiar with Carlos Castaneda, he was an anthropology student at the University of New Mexico. He went to the, I think, Sonora Desert area of Mexico to try to study peyote shamanism. And he, everyone said, oh, you got to find Don Juan. Don Juan's the man. So he found this guy, Don Juan Demantis or something like that. A Yaqui Indian sorcerer who taught him the ways of energy and peyote and using herbs and different medicines and psychoactive substances as an ally in an energetic war. Basically, now that I think about it, they never put it like that, but we are basically in an energetic war between light and dark, good and evil. And so anyway, what the Eagle's Gift was in Yaqui Indian lore is kind of similar to was getting into this Tibetan thing, the nirvana, escaping the cycle of reincarnation. So it's kind of like that how we're not doomed, but we will repeat incarnating in human form until we reach this level of, intellectual and spiritual and, just being purity, to where you can willfully dissolve yourself into energy and basically kill yourself, but you're doing it, and you just, I was taught, or, there was theorized that you would just like evaporate into thin air, like Obi-Wan did in the Star Wars, that was possible. And I believe that is possible. But what has actually happened is in Tibet, and back then I had heard stories of like monks who had done this and just left behind like hair and nails and stuff, and I had trouble documenting this, but I'd heard stories like this. But David Wilcock in this video is documenting this rainbow body phenomenon, is what they call it, I guess, where they leave behind like a charred figurine. Their corpse over the course of 7 or 8 days will shrink down to like 8 inches or even smaller, and then they dress it up and then they put it in a glass box, and then they will take it around, and then it's worshipped as a an idol, and so that's just super cool. And like, everyone should check out that video. It's like David Wilcock's like, come on, how are people not like accepting? How is this not in the news? How are people not accepting that this is a possibility, that people have done this? This has been documented. And he's trying to put forth like, maybe we should have some kind of like effort from the Western scientific community, some kind of like fun thing where we can go over there and like analyze and like document that this has scientifically actually the remains of this, like you do the DNA samples and stuff, which would kind of be like, but then that would be like desecrating a sacred thing to them, which I see both sides of that. But like, it's just really cool. Because I know it's possible. I've known that's possible since, like I said, like 2006 when I got into all this stuff. But so yeah, Ascension stuff. Oh yeah, so the Eagle's Gift. With the Eagle's Gift, what the story was that. And in those books, Don Juan always uses the word attention. And when he says attention, it means like spiritual attention, like energy, not like how we think of just your attention of what's going on around you. So like there's this eagle that devours all the attention. Like when you die, you release all of your attention, and the eagle devours it, and then you reincarnate, something like that. But the eagle's gift is that there is a way through meditation, like the Tibetans teach as well, to willfully dissolve yourself into the force, willfully terminate your physical existence and leave behind no corpse, is what I was reading or theorizing back then. So yeah, it's a cool concept, and I believe it's true. And like just like all the things Jesus did, psychokinesis, manifesting things out of thin air, the coin in the fish's mouth, or walking on water. Like we're mostly made up of air, empty, not even just empty space that weighs nothing. So if we can, master our being and align, our spirit with our thought and everything. She scared me. Why can't we like fly like Superman or Neo in the Matrix, or dissolve our bodies willfully upon our time of when it's time for us to ascend to the next realm. But yeah, so I'll just leave it at that and continue, finish the prayer here. So just breathe. Cool stuff. Knowledge is beautiful, beauty is beautiful, sharing is beautiful, caring is beautiful. And I'm just so grateful for all the beautiful, knowledgeable, sharing, caring people out there in the world doing their thing, working their light, working their energy, raising the vibration of this entire planet as we transform and give a somewhat painful birth to the new golden age, as has been prophesied throughout the eons, throughout the centuries, throughout the epochs. I'm just so grateful to be here in this time, knowing that I was chosen and chose, because now they're saying both has to happen. All of us not only chose to be here in this lifetime, in this incarnation, chose our parents, but we also were chosen. But not everyone They say we've earned the right through, you know, good spiritual deeds to even be here in this planet at this time. That like it's like the hot nightclub that all the spirits are trying to get into, and we made it. We're in. And what are we doing with it? Huh? What are we doing with it? So go out there, make your mark, do something with it. All right, peace.